Now then, welcome back. We have got such a delicious menu for you today.
And the first one is the ultimate starter. It's crispy duck pancakes.
Of course, they're vegan. We're going to show you how to do that. Followed by our famous buffalo cauliflower wings, better than the chicken version.
This might be my favorite stew of all time. It's the hearty herby stew.
And then we're going to make a pan au choco cake or a Stegosaurus loaf. No idea what that is. It's madness, but we're going to show you how to do it.
Now, crispy duck pancakes, like we said before, is probably one of the nation's favorite starters.
It's my favorite, dude.
Yeah.
Whenever I go to a Chinese restaurant, I'd always have this.
Boom.
Yeah.
I mean, it's probably one of the things. It's like it's the thing that brings people together because you've got that sort of camaraderie of rolling your own.
Yeah.
And that's what we're going to do here.
Finger food, but of course we're not going to use duck in ours. We're going to use these crispy king oyster mushrooms. So these are, you can actually use any mushroom if you can't find these, but these are particularly good because they have quite a fibrous texture.
Yeah, and just pulling the stems like we just showed you just then is really, really it's such a simple technique, but it's really cool.
And then we're going to season them to absolutely the ends of the earth before cooking them up and making them taste absolutely delicious.
So obviously the better the colour on that on that mushroom, the better the flavour. We've got that Chinese 5 spice and the chicken spice as well. Look at it. It's going to be so good.
So good. Of course, all the moisture is going to leave those mushrooms. It's actually quite hard to overcook mushrooms, so go as brown as you like.
And this recipe really couldn't be more simple. It really couldn't.
The key thing here is trying to find these proper pancakes. So get the right pancakes, go to an Asian supermarket, get the hoisin sauce, and of course make sure you've got loads of spring onion and cucumber because that freshness is a key part of this dish. And that is a beautiful thing.
And load it up good. You don't need the sesame seeds if you don't want to, but trust me, that duck is going to knock you out. If you are missing crispy duck pancakes since you've gone vegan, try this.
Let's be honest, the coriander is slightly non-traditional, so leave that out if you want, but it's just a little twist we like to add.
This next recipe is one of our most famous, it's one of our best, it's cauliflower buffalo wings.
So we got told that this is one of our recipes that's better than the original, because obviously chicken wings is made from chicken, but also it's got a kind of bone in there and all that stuff. Nah, we've got healthy cauliflower inside the gorgeous crispy outer with all of that spice. It's good from start to finish.
Now you need your batter to be really, really tasty, and also you need it to be thick enough to bind to those kind of little nodules that hang off the side of cauliflower.
Nodules?
Is it a nodule?
It's a nice choice of word there. Florets.
Florets!
You could go for florets, but nodules works. We've of course made this, like, think how many times, dude, that we've made this on screen or at events.
Many a time.
This is like a kind of a showpiece for Bosch where we've just cooked it in front of hundreds of people.
And a really good thing about this also is that you don't deep fry it, so it's reasonably healthy. But
Apart from
don't
all the
worry,
dairy-free butter that's going in.
we can remedy that health with this.
Of course, we're going to put dairy-free butter and buffalo hot sauce together. We like Frank's, it's got a really nice flavour, and they're going to give a kind of unctuous moorishness as well as the heat. But you could leave out the dairy-free butter to make it a little bit more healthy.
Now, definitely, if you've got a few people coming around, double up the recipe, get yourself a couple of 2 big cauliflowers, and don't be stingy when it comes to the crispiness. Let it cook for a little bit longer if it needs it. Like if you look at it and go, it could just do with a bit more, give it a bit more, give it what it needs.
Next up, we're going to make a quick ranch sauce, and this is a great way to make any kind of creamy sauce, is using cashew nuts that have been soaked or boiled, and then blitz them into a cream in a blender. Of course, we've added some flavour, a bit of salt, a bit of lemon to make it taste nice. Yeah. That is super easy hack right there.
It's super duper easy, and it is the perfect complementary flavour profile for those fiery, crispy, wonderful cauliflower wings.
Because you need something cooling with this dish.
You do.
Of course, it's buffalo wings, right? So they kind of originated in New York. And the ranch was the typical dip to cool the wing down, and you would also have a bit of celery, and we've got a bit of celery there in the set dress.
Oh, it does look good, doesn't it? I mean, this again is one of these recipes that no matter how many times you cook it, no matter how many times it's put in front of you, you will never bore of it.
That's my fiance's favourite dish, actually. So that is proper recommendation from MJ. She loves this. You're going to love it too. Definitely cook this.
And if you've ever cooked anything like this before, or if you've indeed like the look of it, let us know in the comments below.
Do subscribe if you haven't already. We've got more recipes coming for you, so hold tight, stay where you are, and we've got more coming for you tomorrow and the day after, so subscribe.
Now,
what's next?
This is one of my favourite dishes of all time, right? It's hearty herby stew, and the reason why I love it so much is because every single mouthful that you get on your spoon, it's just different from the last, because there's loads of great stuff in there. It's full of texture, it's full of wonderful flavour. It's got a bit of spiciness, it's got tanginess. It's just great, and it's healthy.
So much flavour. Well, it came from our healthy vegan cookbook.
Yeah.
So we engineered this to be healthy.
Yeah.
And I think it was actually adapted from a recipe we wrote for Veganuary a couple of years back. It's honestly, it's a kind of hearty stew, but the minute you taste this, you're like, wow, that is incredible.
It is. It's like there's so many depths of flavour in this dish, and the reason why is because you're seeing it here. We're layering it up. We're just sort of like building it as you go. You're not throwing everything in the pan all at once. You're kind of like letting bits come in, like an orchestra.
Exactly. A cacophony, in a good way. Loads of flavours, complementary flavours coming together, nicely balanced. And that is a nice thing with vegan food, is like trying to layer flavours. Because we obviously don't use meat, so we'll layer flavours in there. So you've got that mustard going in, you've got that bay leaf, you've got all those fresh herbs as well. Bit of marmite or yeast extract's going to go in as well for umami. This is a good dish right here. And
it's packed full of protein, and all of that cavolo nero, it could be kale, it could be spinach, but those dark greens are just going to ensure that you're getting the nutrients that you need on your plant-based diet. And this is a wonderful dish.
Oh man, so good. Of course you can serve this however you like. It's got the potatoes in, so it's totally good as it is, but you might want to have a little bit of crusty bread with this as well.
Yeah, I would also go as far as to say it'd be a really good idea to whack a lump of hummus on the top, because that creaminess from the hummus will just complement all the other things that are going on in there, and you just be like, yeah man, this hummus works.
You love a dollop of hummus.
I love
on your soup, don't you?
Honestly, so good. Look at that, man. Come on.
It's a beautiful thing. It tastes even better than it looks. Bit of nooch, aka vegan crack on top, is always a win. Some parsley to make it look nice, and that is a delicious dish.
Yeah, B12 for days, because it's got the marmite. It's also got the nutritional yeast. I mean, like, it's ticking all the boxes.
Ticking all the boxes. That is another recipe in our series. We hope you're loving these, and we have another one coming up for you right now.
Oh, the next one is quite an interesting one, and if you have a sweet tooth, this is for you.
We call it Stegosaurus Cake, or our pan au chocolat cake, and we're doing crazy things with chocolate croissants or pain au chocolat in this recipe.
Would you take a look at that?
So you know, you can go to the supermarkets and you can buy those pastries which are ready to cook. So they're ready to bake yourself. That's what we're using in here, and they are plant-based, at least in the UK. See if you can find a plant-based one, and we're going to bake that into a cake.
Oh, it's quite a bizarre thing. We actually came up for the idea from this because we did a video as part of a series called the Food Remixes, and we went to a cafe called the Fields Beneath,
in London.
which is in London, and we chatted to a wonderful guy, and he told us about how he makes his chocolate croissants vegan, and we were like, okay, that's a good idea, let's make it like this.
Yeah, because he told us where we could find some vegan ones, and we had this crazy idea to make a series all about vegan pastries, and this was one of the recipes we came up with.
Yeah, it's a crazy recipe, and this is a crazily delicious chocolate icing. You could put this on anything, and it would just taste better.
Absolutely. So that cake's gone in the oven. You noticed we kind of speared those croissants with a giant skewer and baked them along with the cake, which is bonkers. And now we're covering it with that delicious chocolate ganache icing.
The question is it dessert? Is it breakfast?
I mean, you're gonna have a bad day if you start your day with this, surely.
I mean, look,
I think it's dessert.
It's croissants.
Oh my goodness.
Come on, man. Have you ever seen anything more insane?
It's a madness, but it is absolutely delicious. Definitely worth a go. And I think this is another one that you could make with kids.
Yes.
Because it's just so fun.
Yeah, I mean, that could easily be, like you say, it's a Stegosaurus cake. That could definitely be like a really, really high quality birthday cake.
They're the spines on the Stegosaurus. Yeah. We hope you liked those videos. They are all from our Living on the Veg TV show, but we wanted to share them here with you, so you've got the recipes whenever you want them.
Now, if you like the video, do give it a like, and if you appreciate the channel, subscribe, because there's loads more wonderful food coming your way real soon.
We're going to say bye for now. We'll see you tomorrow. Happy cooking.
Take care. Bye-bye.